But opening a casino is not going to help Imperial County to get better financially. That's not going to help whatsoever. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Do we have anybody else?
Good evening. My name is Rosie Ahmed. I'm an El Centro resident. And I'm here tonight because I am a Christian. And I totally oppose this casino here in Imperial County. I don't see how it would benefit our valley at all. We have children, we have families, we are a wholesome valley, right? We are wholesome. We have Mexicali that brings drugs here. Why do we want somewhere that's just going to be more destructive to our valley? Where we're going to be free to go, the people that don't know Jesus will go in there, lose their money, come home to their children and say, I'm sorry, I don't have any lunch money to give you. I'm sorry, I can't clothe you this month. Why? Because mom and dad have no self-control. It does happen out there. And it just shakes me up, and I wish that people would just see the flip side of it, like Pastor said in the suit. We have to open our eyes to what it is, what the destruction will come, because it will come. It's going to be a huge devastation for our families, marriages, youth, finances, everything, businesses. We're struggling. We're in a recession, they say. What are we looking for? Problems. We're looking for problems. But when you're a Christian and you have God on your side, you just try to, you go out there and you try to win souls for Jesus, because that's our job as Christians. But I'm asking you, please, please, I'm a parent. I have 4 children that grew up in Imperial County. And they're healthy children. I would hate to see my grandchildren and my generations grow up in a grief-stricken area because we allowed a casino in Imperial County. And that's nothing against any race, other than it would hurt. It would hurt our valley, our wholesome, beautiful Imperial County. And I thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello. My name is Pastor Pat Drainville. I live in Imperial and I pastor a church in El Centro. My wife I married in Gulfport, Mississippi. I met her before the casinos came in along the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. We moved away. Recently, I went back home to visit my mother-in-law, father-in-law. My father-in-law told me, you need to go to this really good restaurant at this casino, all you can eat on a seafood buffet. And I love seafood, so we went over there. And when I went into the men's room to wash my hands, there was a man crying there. I says, you okay? And he says, oh, I'm in some big trouble. And I said, what's wrong? He says, I went out to get groceries, and I spent all my money here. How can I go back home to my wife? I don't know what to do. He was splashing water in his face. So we went back to the table, and I was eating there, and I was talking to my mother-in-law. She says, you don't know nothing. She says, my coworker came back to work troubled, and she said that they had a home equity line of credit at their local bank against their home that they could write checks on. In a matter of 3 months' time, her husband, without her knowledge, was drawing money against the home equity line of credit. $40,000 was put against their home in a matter of 3 months. That was 2 years of her salary that was eaten up in compulsive gambling over a few months without even her knowledge. She was devastated. They sought counseling and everything, but it was still there. It impacts. Our church gives out food pantry to the homeless in our community. I can see a greater impact on our local churches as we're going to have people who have spent their money gambling at the casino that are going to be coming to the local churches for help in our food pantries and everything else. All this money that's going to, they say is going to go back to our schools and go back to our community, these millions of dollars that they're promising Calexico and Imperial Valley, this money is coming from the pockets of the very poorest people, the people who cannot afford to lose this money. It's going to come out of the little shop owners. It's going to come out of all these local businesses. It's going to come out of families are not going to go to that New Brunswick bowling alley because they spent their money at the casino. It's going to take away, it's going to play a devastating impact on the community. That's all I can say.
Thank you, sir. Do we have any other speakers? Sir?
Good evening, my name is Monico. I am I'm living at New Creations, but I come from the Coachella Valley, where 15 years ago casinos were started to be built there, and now I believe there's 6 casinos. And I used to be a drug addict, and the female that I lived with was also using. Well, we started going to a casino maybe once a weekend, once a week, twice a week. Well, to make a long story short, we ended up selling all our furniture. We lost houses. We moved from one place to another because for the fact that we went to a casino, we sat and we played. We played. Started with penny machine, nickel machine. Next thing you know, you win. You win something over $500, and it's a rush because you're never going to get tired of that. Who can get tired of winning? You don't mind losing. You keep losing here, losing here, but then you win. And it's a high. You're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go double my money. But it never happens like that. You just lose. It's all you're losing. And casino never closes. It's open 24 hours. It's like a devil's playground there. It invites anybody. If you're 21 years and older, you can come in anytime you want, as long as you have money. I've seen people walking around with no money, asking for money. People who are hurting for drugs with no money. I've met people who had a lot of things. They lose everything. They come out and commit a crime so they can have more money to go back to the casino. It's going to give jobs to people here, to citizens of Calexico, the Imperial Valley. Casino hires maybe 15% of humans. The rest is machines. Machines never call in sick. They're there to take your money with noises and little sounds and to excite you. But they're they're just right there for you. Every second casino's making, I mean, it's the amount the casino makes per second is, I don't even want to think how much it would make because casinos won't let you know that. They'll even send you brochures in the mail to become a member, and we'll let you pay $10, $20 a month as long as they keep you in there. But the more you win, the more you want to go back to the casino. That's what happened to me, and the relationship that I had with my girlfriend, it ended because of that, because she went out of control. I managed to stop that. Thanks to God, I am now straightening out my life. But I know that one thing that the casino is going to bring here, what's going to increase here, is the crime rate. Definitely. Because of what a drug addict does when he loses a little bit of money that he had, or the only money that he had, when he needs more money for more drugs and more casinos. They're going to come out doing whatever it takes to get a hold of some more money. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Do we have anybody else?
Real jobs. We need real jobs. Real jobs.
I would ask that everybody please respect everybody's opinions and let us listen to each other. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ramon Lopez, and I'm a resident of the Imperial Valley. I'm a student at New Creations, and I have family members, brothers that are addicted to gambling. They don't know it because they don't see it, but I can see it. We're building this casino. What will arise is an increase in drug addiction, prostitution, crime, and possibly families being destroyed, college students dropping out because they get addicted to gambling. And I was addicted to drugs once, but by the grace and love of my Lord Jesus Christ, I was saved from that life of addiction. And like any addiction, it starts in your mind and it calls to you. Building a casino is only going to be is going to be there, and for people trying to stop, it's going to be calling to them every time they either drive by it or see it. And I believe by building this casino, it's only going to destroy lives, young lives.